Hey, Judd Tolmen here. I'm president of Tolmen Financial. I'm in my 39th year of helping people with their personal finance. And this is part of the series of the Millionaire in the Mirror educational video series that we've come out with to try to help people understand all kinds of different topics within their personal finance world. And this is just another one. We want everyone to be able to earn the most money with the assets they have. So without further ado, we're going to talk about you being the banker. Sounds kind of funny, but you have the ability and we can show you how. So let's get started. In order for you to become the banker, you've got to think in a whole different way than you're accustomed. We need to think about how our money can work best for us instead of us working for money. And that's a big difference, because if we can make passive income where we're making money every day when we wake up, we're making more money plus the money that we're making at our regular job, that's how people make money. That's how they reach pinnacles that you can't even describe, because they've done it for years. It gets passed down in these little clicks because I feel like sometimes other people don't want you to know about it. We're going to help you understand how a bank works, because we can't move to the next part until you understand how a bank works. So the first thing you need to know about banking is people deposit money into a bank. Now, it may start out with a big investor or a group of investors who put money in the bank because it has to start somewhere. But eventually, a lot of banks and credit unions had the payroll deposited directly into the credit union or into a bank, and sometimes they have special loan privileges to those people who have direct deposit. In return for depositing money in the bank will pay a usage fee or interest back to the person who put the money in. So they're going to use your money, and they're the ones that are going to make a profit, but they're going to give you money for using the money along the way. So if you have a general savings account, not a money market, not an interest sensitive, anything like that, if you have a regular savings account, the national average of interest paid on a savings account is 0.6%. That's not 1%. That's just over 0.5% interest for them to use your money. So I'll give you an example. If you had $10,000 in a savings account, you would earn back $60 or about $5 a month for that whole year. So you give them $10,000 and they're going to pay you back $60. If you had a CD with $10,000, you would earn around 4% interest for the year, or you would earn $400. All I can say is wow. You know, a lot of people have small amounts, $1,000, couple thousand. I have people who are clients of mine who have $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 in their savings. It's their comfort zone. They've lived through the Depression, they've lived through hard times, and they want to know that they can access that money and they don't care what the interest rate is. But they're making the bank a lot of money, because we'll see in the next frame how much they can charge someone to use our money. So, how does a bank make money? Banks loan money to customers and charge an interest rate for using it. So the money that you put in the bank, they're going to loan it back out. They're going to pay you, but they're going to loan it back out to other people who need it for a car loan, who need it for a vacation, who need it for whatever purpose. As long as they qualify, the bank or credit union is going to give them the money. So on a general savings account, the bank is going to pay you 0.6%, and they could be loaning money back out, especially right now for auto loans, at around 7.5%. So you're getting paid 0.6, they're going to receive 7.5. That's a 6.9% gain for the bank. If you subtract 0.6 from the 7.5, you get the 6.9. So let's just imagine that they had $100,000 in regular savings in multiple accounts. They have members or they have clients who have through the bank. So they would make $6,900 in profit if they loan that out at 7.5%. In this day and age, that would only be 2 or 3 cars that they've loaned money out on. And imagine that this is a small bank and maybe they had $10 million to loan. They would earn $690,000. Now, of course, they have fixed costs. Of course, they have to pay for the building, insurance. They have to pay their staff. They have health insurance, 401ks, whatever their expense is. But those are fixed expenses at some point. So the more that they can bring in and the more that they can loan out, the more money they're going to make because they're already paying those people to work there. If somebody had a CD, of course, it's paying much more. It's paying 4% to the investor. But the bank or credit union would still earn $350,000 on a $10 million loan out. So if they loaned out $10 million, they're going to make back $350,000 in profit. And all I can say to that is wow. So in this video, you've learned that we're getting paid a little bit so that someone else can use our money, and we call that making money on other people's money. Now, we want to teach you how you can be the banker. Judd, I like everything I've seen. Show me, tell me, how do I be the banker? I want to make money passively. I want to make money while I'm working so that when I reach retirement, I've already got things set up so that I can start drawing an income off of these things just like a bank or credit union. So of course I know that most of us don't have millions and millions of dollars that we can start our own bank with. We don't have friends who have that kind of money. So what we're going to do is use the same concept that a bank uses, but we're going to do it on a much smaller scale so that we too can build a pile of money to keep us from being cash poor and protect our financial future using a solid foundation without risk. We can control our plan and create opportunities that we've never even think about imagining were possible. So to find out more about how you can become the banker, contact Judd Tolmen. You can email me at judson_Tolmen@hotmail.com. You can check out our YouTube channel at Tolmen Financial, or you can text me at 219-608-5498. We want to help every individual understand this concept because maybe it's not time for you to do this right now, but we can show you how you can get started with as little as 39 cents per hour and start you on your way to being the banker. So there's really nothing else to say but thank you. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. We look forward to helping you in any way possible. Call us, email us, message us, and we'll be here for you to answer questions. If we don't have the answer, we know people who do, so we can help you along those lines. Thank you again. Talk to you soon.